We travel for various reasons: to be entertained, to set foot on strange new places, to learn, to laugh again, to cry for our loss, to think, to feel. So I questioned myself, how about traveling to a strange mystic corner of Northeast India? A place I heard of headhunters and valleys that were once volcanoes. A mystic place called Nagaland. I wanted to feel the morning sun of a different place, which I was lucky enough to experience on the way. It was a long journey to reach Dimapur, the gateway to Nagaland. After getting our inner line permit, me and my crew met Thuto, our driver at the entrance of Dimapur. He was kind enough to inform us about what lied ahead. A very, very dusty road to Kohima. Sometimes rougher than craters on the moon. My will to observe everything on the way was overcome by my sleep-deprived condition. And after being on the road for more than 36 hours, I slept on the way to Kohima. My hotel was situated just above the Catholic Cathedral of Kohima, lying on a hilltop as if guarding the city. Instantly, at the street carnival of Kohima, I tried parking myself among a wide range of faces from all around the world. Perhaps we were at the streets of Kohima trying to fit in, not as a tourist, but to walk, talk like the Nagas. I tried eating like them, though at times I found myself to enjoy strange dishes. Very strange. As we drove to the Hornbill Festival, all the billboards advertised this event as Nagaland's Festival of Festivals. Following the itinerary, I straight away headed to the wrestling arena. After a song praising the wrestlers was sung, they fought as friends and not as enemies. A good lesson for every war makers in today's world. On my way to watch the cultural show, I couldn't help but inquire other fellow tourists about their experience.
I've lived here for 2 hours and I already love the place so much. Not just the landscape, but the people are also so very friendly.
I like the Hornbill Festival. It's really interesting. All the tribes, all the cultures, all the food. It's really interesting. The costumes are really beautiful. I had a really good time.
We are a team called the Women Explorers. Wow. So we explore each destination, and this is one of our destinations, and we like to do it again and again.
We're already in love with it, and we feel like it's not really marketed well throughout India. I think more Indians and internationally also tourism should be promoted here because there's a lot of potential for tourism here.
I think the festival is really, really amazing and really unique. Not many people know about the festival, some. Even if you see a lot of tourists here, it's still not much known. And it's amazing because you can see all 16 or 17 depends, tribes from Nagaland coming in one place.
Hi, my name is Sanya. I'm from New Delhi. This is the first time I'm visiting the Hornbill Festival in Nagaland, and I absolutely love it. The traditions, the culture, the people really, make me so happy, and they're so warm. I just met them, and I'm having the time of my life. So, if you are planning to come for the Hornbill Festival, please make it a 10-day trip because you cannot even miss a day of this beautiful festival.
As soon as I reached the venue of the cultural show, I saw big details in small things. Little things like the dancers' intricate hand gestures followed by the synchronized footsteps. And sometimes jumping mid-air or their wild melodic songs, all making sense to me even if I couldn't understand their language. There was an order in what seemed like a complete chaos to an outsider like me. And being mesmerized, I lost myself with them. I let go of myself and permitted their songs and dances to intrude into my subconsciousness. The oral tradition of Nagas are kept alive through their folk songs and dances that are both romantic and historical, dances narrating stories of famous ancestors and events. There are also seasonal dances which describe various activities done in a particular agricultural season. The themes of these folk dances are many: songs boasting ancestors, the brave deeds of warriors, and traditional heroes. For making shawls, the popular loin loom is used by the weavers, a technique in which the Naga tribes excel. I got to see how they intricately make things out of canes, clay, and metals to make local guns.
Konyak tattoo tradition was practiced for generations. It was the way of life. Officially, it was banned in 1960 by the Students' Union, and because they thought that it was a torturous affair, and every Konyak person was not seen without tattoos, because our beliefs was that a Konyak person without the tattoo marks could not enter the afterlife of our ancestors. We have to have that mark. Christianity became like a strong force. So the chief, even if the chiefs say the conversion to Christianity was much more stronger, so that's the reason why it stopped. So what you see in this book is a last Konyak tattoo on my hand, done by a real Konyak tattoo artist. She was 86 years old last year in 2015 when we did the tattoo.
Curiously, I headed to the heritage village with every tribe's morung to check on more tribes. At the Phom tribe's morung, I saw their traditional dress, which was indicative of the social status of the wearer. A man who had taken a head or offered feast had the privilege to wear a kauri ornamented shawl. The Battle of Kohima was the turning point of the Japanese offensive into India in 1944 during the Second World War. At the Kohima War Museum, I saw documented and leftover ammunitions of the battle, often referred to as the Stalingrad of the East. In 2013, the British National Army Museum voted the Battle of Imphal and Kohima to be Britain's greatest battle. Like an island between the sea of buildings and cars dodging each other, a garden of serenity. The gravestones echo the words of past by the voices of almost 1,500 soldiers who died during the 3-month Battle of Kohima. These quotations at the entrance bears testimony for their sacrifice. When you go home, tell them of us and say, "For your tomorrow we gave our today." My guide told me that we had to get up very early the next day. I asked how early. He stared hard at me and stressed very early. In Nagaland, very is always followed by another very. It was decided that we were to get up at 4 in the morning to go to the famous Zuku Valley. At the end of this motorable road, there is a steep hike of about 3 to 4 kilometers through stone-carved stairs on the right side. A long fleet of beautifully carved stones on the right leads one to the top of the Zuku Valley. Entering the Zuku Valley seems like entering the doors of heaven. In summer, wild herbs and shrubs sprout along the stream banks. Lilies in white and pink blanket the valley in spring.
Tenang sang agater Techen pa puto nung asen Sanchi terapu temi Upula licha panem Tenang sang agacha Aru yar seng sang adakar watita Seja aru Sakatan nebu aseni Krista Nendang tenang sang akut sedih.
Very helpful because I found some people very friendly. When I heard about this Nagaland, I was frightened because some said they are arrogant people. But coming here, but they are not like that. They are very friendly. I like these people very much.
So this kind of place basically need a little more boost in terms of publicity in terms of this beautiful locations, interior locations, so that more people can get attracted to these places.
I bid goodbye to this amazing valley and made my way down through the Zakhma route again.
Telung cemaser temayem nung tecak leni utita ayong seker.
But like they say, all's well that ends well. And what better way than to end it with the Hornbill Rock Contest, where 18 national bands, 3 international bands and 4 from Nagaland competed for this rock contest. I had my share of Nagaland, where mysticism enchanted me with its people, land and sky. Lost like me to rediscover yourself in Nagaland.